from the exact same male's voice.
Look at these baby footprints.
What the f***?
The first video tonight comes from Black Crag, a UK-based outdoor exploration channel focused on night hiking, winter walking, and remote areas of the Lake District. The channel emphasizes real-time reactions, minimal narration, and natural soundscapes, allowing tension to build organically through darkness, weather, and isolation, rather than exaggeration. It is January 8, 2024, in Whitbarrow, Lake District, England.
Oh! What the hell was that? That was weird. Something snapped a twig over there. It could be a deer. Yeah, that was horrible. I hope you heard that. The fact it was right next to us was a little bit disconcerting. Okay, this fog is making it really, really hard to see.
The hikers descend from higher ground into a narrow valley. Thick fog reduces visibility, and muddy, uneven terrain slows progress. Dead ash trees loom through the mist, making familiar features feel strange. Branches snap nearby, and faint, unexplained sounds carry through the fog, intensifying tension. They know an old cabin lies ahead, and every step feels cautious and deliberate.
Tricky in places at night. And then we've got this escarpment here of limestone. Hopefully you can see that. Let me just put my torch on a bit stronger. Yeah. That's a shame it's got all misty, isn't it? It's just, can't see anything. I mean, it does look pretty cool though, doesn't it? Looking at these. Yeah, not far from the next wall now.
Faint, distant voices are heard in the valley. The hikers stop and turn off their lights to listen. The sounds fade without explanation, leaving a lingering unease.
It's a bit tricky. Here we go. We're now heading in that direction. So last time I came and did that video, it was down there. I think last time I came here with you, Josh, we went down that way as well. Yeah. To the south. We're now heading to the east. It's not obvious though, that's the trouble. As you can see, there's not a lot on the ground. We're pretty much just handrailing this wall actually, to be honest with you. And it does get a little bit more obvious in a minute. So we're now heading directly towards the barn. And it's a really unusual looking structure. It looks very much like how you'd imagine a log cabin to look in America or something like that. It's certainly not something I've ever seen built here. Okay, I think we're just approaching the barn cabin thing. We get to a little clearing in a minute. And then it's right there.
The old cabin comes into view. Its unusual log cabin style contrasts with the surrounding landscape. The clearing around it is isolated and boggy, requiring careful footing as they approach. Fog and dim light make the structure appear more eerie.
Just look at it. It is a bog of doom. Right, so we need to now head off in that kind of direction. And I need to think about what I'm going to do with this camera because it is actually starting to rain and it's not waterproof.
Inside, the cabin is empty and dry, offering temporary relief. Outside, the surrounding bog limits movement and reinforces the sense of isolation. The hikers remain alert to any unexpected sounds, aware of how remote the location is. As they move away from the cabin and deeper into woodland paths, a faint smell of weed suggests other people may be nearby. No one is seen, but the possibility heightens their caution as they continue toward the van. The night hike shows how quickly familiar terrain can become disorienting in darkness. Fog, distorted trees, unexplained sounds, and isolated landmarks create sustained tension throughout the journey. Although no direct threats are encountered, the eerie cabin, drifting voices, and heavy mist leave a lasting impression of the valley's atmospheric unease and the challenges of night hiking in remote UK landscapes. The next video of the night comes from EB That Barber, a UK-based barber and content creator from Trowbridge. Known primarily for upbeat, positive content, this video captures a nighttime visit to a woodland steeped in local folklore, where humor slowly gives way to genuine unease. It is January 14th, 2026, in Sally in the Woods, a location long associated with stories of unexplained sounds, sightings, and a ruined tower hidden deeper among the trees. The group enters Sally in the Woods after dark, introducing the location and its reputation as one of the UK's most unsettling forests. They recount the legend of Sarah Gibson, an 18th century widow believed by some to have been a witch, and reference reports of screams, apparitions, and strange activity near a tower further inside the woods. Despite the light-hearted banter, their body language suggests caution. As they move deeper in, the joking becomes more forced, and the darkness begins to dominate the surroundings.
What the was that? Whoa!
Oh my days.
Gibby Bonder! I can't see, bro, because of that light, so like, if anything's actually there.
While heading toward the tower, a sudden unexplained sound cuts through the conversation. The group stops abruptly, reacting with nervous laughter and hesitation as they try to work out where it came from. Near the tower area, strange noises are heard again. This time, the reaction is more serious. Voices lower, movement slows, and there is clear uncertainty about continuing forward as the sounds seem close but indistinct.
What the is that noise? Can you hear her?
Yeah.
She's getting...
What is she doing? You getting back shots out? No.
Wait, come here. What's that? Turn the camera off. Turn the camera off.
A sudden movement or visual trigger causes a sharp jump scare. The reaction is immediate, with raised voices and confusion about what was just seen or heard, briefly shattering the group's earlier confidence.
Is that John Fury you can hear?
No waiting around. Oh my days. I want you to go today.
Today?
Shut to mullet, pig. Are you listening to me, pig? I want you to go today.
The f***ing pig. Oh, and what he could call you?
Believing the exploration is over, the group reaches the edge of the woods. In the final moments, a sudden noise or movement behind them sparks panic and shouting, prompting a hurried retreat before fully exiting the area.
Nothing, to be fair.
It's over there, isn't it?
Nothing to be... Where is it?
Yeah.
Nothing to be fair, we really happened to be... What the f***? What the f***? Oh my god! Bro, what was that? Who is that? Who is that, bro?
After leaving the woods, they reflect on the experience. No clear evidence is claimed, but the atmosphere alone created multiple moments of genuine tension. The forest, the darkness, and the uncertainty proved enough to unsettle them. A reminder that sometimes it is the setting itself, rather than what is captured on camera, that leaves the strongest impression. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from Ray Remmel, a UK-based solo creator known for quiet, unstructured night walks through woodland trails. His videos rely on real-time commentary, natural ambience, and personal reactions, occasionally touching on paranormal ideas without attempting to prove anything. It is January 3rd, 2026, on a woodland trail in the United Kingdom. Ray sets out alone, not expecting much beyond a cold walk and a bit of atmosphere. But the night slowly has other ideas. Ray begins walking through the woods, explaining that he is out exploring to see what he might come across. He comments on the cold air, the moon overhead, and how still everything feels around him. As he follows the trail, he points out thick vines wrapped around the trees and listens to bats flying nearby. He casually references ideas like Slender Man and the possibility of stumbling onto something strange, but his tone remains relaxed as he continues forward without hesitation.
I'm not sure. See it moving between the trees? I can't tell if that's an aircraft or what it is. It's orange. I don't know if there's clouds above me or not. It's getting fast though. What is that?
After remarking on just how quiet the woods have become, a bat suddenly flies close past him. The reaction is immediate and intense. Ray jumps, laughs nervously, and admits the sudden movement nearly gave him a heart attack. It is the most startling moment of the walk so far, cutting sharply through the calm.
Slender Man footstep. You know that real deep footstep on the Slender Man game? Bop. Like that.
Continuing along the trail, Ray hears a deep sound that reminds him of heavy footsteps from the Slender Man game. Ray briefly stops and looks up into the trees, explaining that he needs to check above him to make sure nothing jumps down. The moment is short, but it marks a clear shift in awareness as he becomes more cautious of his surroundings.
I'm stuck here forever. I swear that's what it feels like. Dude.
As the walk drags on, Ray comments that the trail feels far longer than he remembers. He jokes that it feels like an infinite loop, with no clear end in sight, expressing mild frustration and unease just before finally reaching the road. After making it out of the woods, Ray expresses clear relief at finishing the walk safely. He jokes about having beaten Slender Man and surviving the night without incident, before thanking viewers and inviting suggestions for future walks. While nothing definitive occurs, the video shows how isolation, darkness, and imagination can slowly turn an ordinary night hike into something far more unsettling. The next shocking video of the night comes from Parkinson Paranormal, an Australian paranormal investigation team known for structured repeat visits to locations associated with aggressive or hostile activity. Their investigations focus on direct interaction through EVP sessions, Estes method, EMF monitoring, and long-term observation rather than theatrical presentation. It is November 15th, 2025, at Point Lonsdale, a location the team has returned to multiple times over several years, consistently documenting what they describe as escalating and intelligent responses. Before the investigation properly begins, the lead investigator reports sudden chest pain, explaining that this sensation occurs every time he returns to Point Lonsdale. One of the guests also experiences shortness of breath while standing near a specific section of the path, which eases once she moves away. The team notes that these physical sensations typically intensify after dark and closer to areas known for heightened activity.
Been through previously in the past, who wants to come into this little bit? I know you are a bit nervous and concerned about going into that back section. So you don't have to follow us there, but if you want to come into this middle bit and...
2 EMF meters are placed between the investigators. Without any nearby equipment or obvious environmental explanation, both devices spike sharply at the same time before dropping back to 0. The readings are brief and mobile, suggesting movement through the space rather than static interference.
Whoa! Is someone making things move in the trees? Is there someone up in the trees?
During an EVP session, clear vocal responses are captured. The replies appear to align with questions being asked, reinforcing the impression of an intelligent presence engaging directly with the investigators rather than producing random noise.
It starts earlier than you want it to. I didn't want to deal with them this early, and now I've got pain right in the middle of my chest. Which is very common here. This is one of the pains I always feel here.
When there was still some light, Holly said that she was having like a hard time breathing. It was a little bit further up the path there towards that other plot.
As the group discusses moving toward a more negative section of the location, the familiar chest pain returns and intensifies. The lead investigator explains that this reaction is specific to this area and has occurred consistently during previous investigations at Point Lonsdale. An Estes method session is conducted in an attempt to communicate with a hostile entity the team refers to as the witch. Multiple responses are heard through the receiver, some dismissive and others openly confrontational. The entity avoids certain questions while implying authority or control over other presences at the site. A sudden, loud noise erupts from the bushes directly behind one of the investigators. The sound is close, forceful, and immediate, startling the group and briefly halting the session as they attempt to determine its source.
That was loud. It was right behind him.
Okay.
Scratching sounds are heard nearby as photographs are taken of the same area in quick succession. When the images are reviewed later, one photograph appears to show a misty face-like form in the bushes that is absent from the others. The team describes this as the first photographic anomaly they have captured at this location.
Now seems like a good time to pause the video to go over this photographic evidence with you, because it appears like for the first time ever, we may have actually caught some. I took multiple photos in the exact same spot, and you can see here in the first photo, there's nothing. It's very, very normal. It's just the bushes and the trees. It's very normal. But as we move to the second photo taken in the same spot, it appears like we have captured a face, and this was absolutely shocking for me. I had to zoom in quite far to see it. It was shocking for me to see this as I reviewed all the photos the next day. But
after the investigation, the team reflects on a pattern they say has repeated itself at Point Lonsdale for years. Early physical sensations, intelligent responses through equipment, escalating hostility, and intimidation rather than sustained communication. While no direct physical harm occurs, the consistent aggression leaves a lasting impression. With this being their final visit to the site, Parkinson Paranormal concludes that Point Lonsdale has demonstrated awareness, intelligence, and hostility often enough for them to believe it is genuinely haunted, and not somewhere they plan to return. The next video of the night comes from Ectoplasm Explorers, a California-based paranormal investigation channel focused on real-time spirit box communication. Their videos center on abandoned outdoor locations, using REM pods, EMF readers, and spirit boxes in long, minimally edited sessions that allow responses to be heard as they happen. It is January 17th, 2026, on a wooded, abandoned road in California, United States. Josh and Johnny continue calm, methodical spirit box communication on the abandoned road. They demonstrate the REM pod, inviting any presence to touch it or speak clearly through the radio, while asking simple, respectful questions. The area remains still, with forest pressing in on all sides and the distant church visible ahead. Responses are faint and fragmented, slowly building tension as the session continues.
Charlie? Who's Charlie?
Who's Charlie? Who's Charlie and why'd you kill him?
Well, they might be saying to Charlie.
A clearer, male-sounding voice comes through the spirit box, responding directly to the investigator's questions. The clarity suggests deliberate interaction rather than random radio interference, heightening the sense of unease.
You wiped?
I'm not sure, I don't think so. I turned around and then it was back at 0.
The entity begins issuing short instructions, such as follow and church, directly referencing the distant building seen earlier. The commands suggest awareness of the environment and an attempt to influence the investigator's movement.
I said Azeroth. Isn't that an angel name? What is Azeroth? Or was it Ezra? Like the Jewish, like... Was it Azra or Ezra? You don't have to cuss at me. Like, I'm not cussing at you. Like, let's...
Did you say Azara or Azara?
Hopefully what? Like, hopefully what? As you said again, Ezra. What is that?
Despite repeatedly offering to leave if instructed, the investigators never receive a clear command to go. Instead, the entity alternates between taunts, partial replies, and aggressive language, leaving the interaction unresolved. As the investigation ends, no clear answers emerge. While the spirit shows moments of intelligence, environmental awareness, and directional communication, its hostility and refusal to engage clearly leave the encounter unsettled. With batteries running low and communication breaking down, Josh and Johnny disengage. The night closes with lingering questions surrounding the name Azeroth and the intent behind its commands, highlighting just how unpredictable and confrontational real-time spirit box sessions can become in isolated locations. Before the next clip, if you're enjoying the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The last video of the night comes from Two Ghost Girls, a UK-based paranormal investigation channel run by Ellie and Amy. Their work focuses on immersive, real-time explorations of historic locations, using EMF meters, spirit boxes, and the Estes method, with a calm, respectful approach and a strong emphasis on historical context, rather than exaggerated reactions. It is January 16, 2026, at Okahampton Castle. Ellie, Amy, and their guests move deeper into the snow-covered keep as temperatures noticeably drop and cold spots are felt. The atmosphere is described as lonely and heavy. EMF equipment is prepared, and past reports of activity in the keep are discussed. Subtle noises echo through the stonework, and unexplained footprints in the snow begin to appear, creating the sense that the group may not be alone.
Which one?
Which one?
It's chilly in here.
I can feel it.
We just said it's chilly in here, and she just said, I can feel it. That's all it is.
Stop.
Stop.
My bones. From dead to living. I'm at the gate.
Whoa. What gate? The gate to this room or the gate to the castle?
Or the gate to heaven or hell?
That's good.
No.
Wait.
Do you miss music?
La 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 la.
Whoa.
There is you singing. You miss your voice.
Dad, are you joking?
1991.
Oh.
The responses feel intelligent and contextual, standing out from random or fragmented noise. Distinct crunching, gravel-like footsteps and movement noises are heard nearby. The sounds cannot be explained by anyone's position, adding to the growing tension within the keep. A Spirit Talker app appears to track a face in an empty corner of the room, despite no one being physically present there at the time.
Tiny baby footprints, like kids' footprints. There's kids' footprints down there. Look, and we've been here since it's been snowing. Like, it wasn't snowing. Like,
We had snow on the way here, right?
but like,
How many people are going to have been walking around?
look at these baby footprints. They don't even look human. Oh my god, guys, they look barefoot.
I'm not shut.
They are barefoot.
Shut your dirty mouth.
You can see toe prints and everything.
Oh, they do look like kind of footprints.
Like, what is that? That's like a baby-ass footprint. Alright, I'm just gonna do a quick walk around and make sure there's no one around here.
Clear messages come through instructing the investigators to leave this place. The instruction is repeated, shifting the tone from cautious investigation to urgency.
This place.
Are you joking? Did you hear that, Amy?
Yes, I did.
She's leaving!
A ritual challenge intended to summon Lady Howard of Dartmoor is performed. Immediately afterward, the atmosphere becomes unnaturally tense and silent, reinforcing the sense that the group's presence is no longer welcome. As the investigation concludes, the escalation is clear. From cold spots and EMF spikes to intelligent communication, unexplained sounds, and physical traces left in the snow. The repeated instructions to leave suggest awareness and territorial behavior rather than residual activity. Respecting the messages, the group formally ends the investigation, verbally stating that nothing is permitted to follow them home. The night leaves a strong impression that something within Okahampton Castle was conscious of their presence and wanted them gone. We appreciate you for watching. If these creepy encounters gave you chills, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. There's always another mystery waiting just around the corner.